All right, let's see. This meeting is being recorded by Local Scene, which used to be called TAC Television to the rest of us. Anyone intending to make an audio or video of this recording should notify the chair at this time. Move to open 5:34, April 8th, year of our Lord, 2025.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
All righty. Terribly exciting. Let's see what the evening has in store for us.
Not too much. First thing on the agenda are bills. I have a couple of bills from Patrick Herring, who is doing our permits and our data collection for fiscal 26.
Happy with the service, I think?
I am.
Good, good.
We'll have Scott. That's Scott.
Mm.
And the second is the CIA technology. They bill us quarterly, and this is the last quarterly payment. And that's all the bills.
All right, open session meeting minutes.
Hey, Tara had emailed these to you, I believe, so these are 3 sessions and sticky to sign it.
I'll do them one at a time. Move to approve the minutes as constituted January 14th, 2025.
So moved.
All in favor?
Yeah.
Yes.
The drone case is gonna go away. It looks like.
Is the guy still?
They're just gonna dismiss the whole thing.
This was the timing of that.
Oh, this is one of your actual cases.
So it was on TV and all that stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Steve?
When I emailed him, I'm like, I just saw, I texted him,
World
I
News
saw you
Channel.
on TV.
Oh, yeah. You wouldn't believe
I
it.
might have to track that down.
It's on.
Oh,
It's out
you
there.
can find it.
Move to approve the minutes, January 28th, as constituted.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Up for the wedding, no one comes to the divorce. The case
Do a
is on
divorce
TV.
party.
Oh, is that was part of it?
Yeah, just an analogy. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We should have kept a book of
Walked out of the court, there was like
analogies
20
all
cameras.
these years.
Mikeisms.
My kids, definitely.
All right, move to approve the minutes of February 18th as written.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Those men don't know how it feels. Got a Jeff Rotel song in my head
Yeah, I
from
like
the
it.
70s. I don't know where it got in there. Good tune,
Must have been
Thank
when you were cruising home in that Corolla.
right?
You know, my daughter might be getting rid of one, so you may want to consider upgrading.
What for my daughter, you mean?
No, my daughter's going to be getting rid
Yes.
of hers at some point, so you can upgrade to a newer model to get back and forth.
It's a new
I don't
car.
drive a Corolla.
I thought that's what you took into the city.
No, I had one as a spare. I gave it to my daughter.
Oh,
For her,
okay. All right.
her
I didn't
car.
think you brought the fancy car in there.
Well, I do now,
Mm.
Here's an image.
right?
Yeah.
I tried to get a big drone to fly in with. That won't work. All right, that looks like that's about it.
We
is
have,
it not?
no, we have one thing, Mike.
Ah,
that's-
not anticipated within 48
Create a-
solar pilot.
Yes, so this, I spoke with the attorney for Madison Energy Investments on Monday. So the background on this is the solar pilot in the carport on Marion Drive. Do you all know where it is?
Where's Marion Drive?
Train station.
Yeah, the train
Okay.
station,
Is
right
that-
there.
Mary O'Donnell?
Mary O'Donnell's property, yes, but she leased it to Madison. And when I first came here, it started, had permits, but they never came to the town for a pilot. wasn't getting any information out of them as to what was going on.
From Mary O'Donnell? What?
Well, from the company. So that's when we hired Bruce Wiley, who is a commercial appraiser strictly for solar and wind powered.
Yeah,
So just trying to find out what they had, what megawatts, so everything was happening after I hired Bruce. Then it wasn't operational supposedly for a while, and then I went into the Department of Energy Resources and saw that it was operational and how much it paid and the date for it. So with Bruce's help on appraisal, I used that amount to formulate a tax bill for them. And they got a revised tax bill, or omitted tax bill, not a revised,
Yeah.
before the end of the year. So we did catch the year that they were operable, but didn't know it.
But for this year or last year?
That was last 2 years
Yeah,
ago.
okay.
So since then I've used Bruce's appraisal, and depreciated it like 10% each year. So that's where we're at. It's on the tax roll. It's on a personal property bill. They're the only pilot like that, but they didn't come to us prior to have a pilot agreement. So now they want a pilot agreement. So I went through, I'm like, well, why would I do that? Why would I give you a pilot agreement when
You're already
did.
operational. I thought the pilot agreement is
No, it's-
contemporaneous
pilot agreement is more for like financing and just knowing they have
and a
someone-
startup.
Yeah, but it's over. So this was, he is saying almost a threat, but if we have it at 2.6 megawatts AC, he says it's 1.4. But bottom line, I'm like, why would I do that now after I paid $8,000 to $10,000 for an appraisal of this property? Well, they're saying that we're wrong and they're gonna appeal and take us to the appellate tax board. So when you have a pilot that's written out, that's part of the pilot. You can't contest it, you can't appeal it. This is the amount of money for 20 years. So I told him I would speak to the board and see what they thought. It could be, not this year, they didn't file an abatement, it could be a, potential ATB case. Or we can just go on like we are, or we
See,
can-
I'd like the pilot, because it's guaranteed money.
right, or we could talk to Matt Thomas, who they said they've worked with, who we have hired before. To see what his thoughts are on this.
It doesn't,
How long have they been operational?
3 years.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Mhm.
doesn't that Department of Energy site tell you how much megawatts?
Yeah, it will.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so how can they dispute that?
I think it's more the price per megawatt, and he was saying we get like $12. I said, well, all my other pilots, 12,000. Said I get 16,000 per megawatt, so we're
Right.
not going with, like, we're not making a deal
Yeah.
that we're significantly lower than we are right now, like,
Right.
that's not gonna
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
So I guess my question more is, do we want to speak with Matt Thomas, who has helped us in the past in solar, and just look into it and see if that's the best way to go, or
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, it's guaranteed.
Who are you talking with?
his attorney, don't worry, his name was Keith. I don't have I had a Zoom call with them, but they are attorneys for Madison Investment.
So they own the equipment and they're the ones that are.
They're the attorneys, yeah. They're attorneys for people that own it. And now, they're backtracking because they didn't do this in the beginning and now they want a pilot.
Yeah.
I also said to them that they would need to pay for our attorney's fees. Right?
That's how
And
you
if
do it,
that's
Maureen. That's how
part
you
of
do it.
Like, yeah, our last couple of pilots.
Yeah.
They paid for the attorney's fee. So we asked for our money.
I don't think it would be outrageous to ask for the appraisal fee that we already paid them.
I know, that's and too, it's like I believe it was $10,000, between 8 and 10, maybe 9 something,
It's either gonna be it either should be a hard cost where they're agreeing to reimburse us for it,
right?
or a soft cost that anticipates it over that we shouldn't be out of pocket for having done it correctly.
No, I definitely talked to Matt entertain moving towards getting a pilot done. Problem is, I doubt you could do it till like a fall town meeting. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Warren's closing tonight.
Yeah.
And, I hope to see Matt tomorrow and just see, I won't be able to talk to him, he's presenting. Steve
Okay,
and I have a conference tomorrow.
Yeah.
But to talk to him and say, can we touch base Thursday and,
yeah. No, I'm sure
Send
you'll
him
be able to grab them
documents.
for a minute.
okay, so that's, I just wanted you to be aware of it, and that's what I was saying, I'm like, I already spent money for an appraisal because you did not come forward at first, and also when Bruce Wiley was trying to get information from them, there would be lots
Yeah,
of lapses of
pervasive.
information.
Yeah.
How is this installation different from there's at least one or two others, aren't there?
It's pretty much the same.
Yeah,
The others all came prior to installation and asked for pilot agreements. This is the only one
does the
that is.
town have a fund set aside to decommission this thing if
Yeah,
Why-
generally it's built into the pilot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the pilot,
So if they get a pilot, they would have to fund that,
Yes, the ones I've seen in the past.
so they'd have to give the town money to decommission the thing. It's like that windmill, there should have been a
yeah,
decommission
we,
thing on that
right.
where,
they just walked away
Yeah.
from that, and the town
Yeah,
had
exactly.
to pay for it.
I don't know if because I don't have that many pilots in my town.
That,
Well, I know as treasurer, I was the one that's up, it's almost into Pembroke. Can't remember, it's the address.
Elizabeth, or, Elizabeth Ring Road,
Yeah,
Elizabeth Drive.
no, it's out, you go up to the high school and go up to the right towards.
Oh, yeah. up
Over
by-
in there. But the town was collecting $15,000 every year, and I was watching for it.
Hmm,
As
For,
payment.
no, to go into the decommissioning fund,
Oh,
and the town was to hold this money until whatever it was, 30 years. And they would get the money back.
mhm.
Yeah,
They
I
just,
think they're
if they,
20 years maybe.
it was a number of years.
Yeah.
If they decommissioned the facility.
Hmm.
Or recommission it,
Mhm.
extend it.
No,
But
that's.
that was to protect the town, like I said, if the thing fell
winter,
apart,
yeah.
stopped generating electricity, they walk away from it. Now the town has to decommission it and dispose of all the junk,
So, yeah.
which would then be junk. And so I'm wondering
No, that's a good point,
if there's
Ken, yeah, well,
protection here, because we saw what happened with,
the wind turbines,
The
yeah.
wind
and we paid
turbine. yeah,
for those.
and well, unfortunately, those funds, somebody needs to be watching for it. Now, the planning board was watching for that one.
The thing, the way, and it's kind of backwards, the way it's set up now.
Yeah.
They actually get a bill. But once
They
it
get a
goes into
bill.
a pilot program, somebody's got to actually send them a bill, right?
Yes, we do.
Because it's not,
every
it's not,
year.
it's not part of the billing.
So I have some of them that are in the levy and some that
Yeah,
are
the
not.
old one, yeah,
So some I have to play around with value
right, yeah,
that are on the levy, and the other one I make up a bill and send it to them.
right.
And it goes right on page 3 of the recap.
But that doesn't go into an escrow.
No,
account.
that would not be us to, that,
Yeah.
what you're talking about, we wouldn't handle, that would be, I don't know.
Well, it's just,
accounting,
it's,
treasury,
yeah, it's held in escrow.
right. I'm just writing down these notes to talk.
And it's like a lot of other things that the planning board holds money in escrow for any developer. If they don't finish the streets, or they don't do the utilities, or the things that they're supposed to do. Town has money to deal with.
Yeah, I don't know if it's in that exact language, but I will find that out.
Yeah.
Because we got those wind turbines.
Yeah.
Another company came in to do the solar there, but they took that amount to take the wind turbines down off what they would have given us. So it's pretty much we paid somebody
indirectly,
take it, yeah, indirectly.
bargain.
Yeah, you should have come to that. All right, so that's good. I'll talk to Matt and see, and address these concerns. And get back to you at the next meeting. That is it for open
All right.
session, Mike.
Move to enter executive session, not to return to open session in order to comply with Mass General Law, Chapter 59, Section 60, to discuss exemption abatement applications, the content of which are not public record at 5:40. All in favor?
Right.
Aye. Good evening, Kingston.